Into taking a look from day to night, and so we have on our daytime eye makeup right now. Super simple, a little color in the crease. And so what we're going to do first is grab just any big fluffy brush, and we're just going to go back over the crease, because you've had this on all day. Now you're fixing to go out on a date or have a girls' night or do whatever you're going to do. So we just want to reblend that crease out in case it got splotchy during the day or anything like that. That way we don't have any harsh lines or anything going in, but we still have a nice amount of color. And so now that we have that all blended out, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a flat packing brush. And so this is the Becca 104 brush that we carry these down in Portales. And so any packing brush will work though. And so we're going to dip that back into our Becca Ombre Rogue number 1, this first eye color right here, just the white one that we used to highlight our brow bone with earlier. And we're going to tap it off and just pack all that white color right here on your eyelid. And you want to bring it all the way in. And you can bring it up, you want to bring it up to meet the crease at least. You can bring it all the way up. I mean, you're going to blend it out anyway with a darker shadow, but you want to try and be as careful as you can. And just bring it up right there into that crease and do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so now that we have that color all over our eyes, we're just going to go back into, in the Ombre Rogue Eye Palette, this third color that was our last and darkest color for our daytime look, and we're just going to add a little bit of that back into the crease. And so you want to start in the outer portion for this one, and you want to try and keep your brush just nice and stuck into the crease of your eye, and just back and forth in windshield wiper motions. And you want to keep this just pretty centered in your crease, and you don't want to bring it down on your eyelid too far. So just windshield wiper motions, and then whenever you get to the inner corner, the inner part of your eye, whenever you have less product on your brush, you can just do little circles, and then you can go back and forth in little circles whenever you get in there. Just have it nice and blended out, and then we're going to go do the exact same thing on the other eye. Okay, so now that we've just gone back in with our last third color, we're going to take it up since we're going on our night out, and we're going to go into this fourth color in the Ombre Rogue palette. And so this is a really pretty camel color. It looks a little bit like, you know, baby throw up, but I mean, that's a great eyeshadow color. And so we're going to go in with this. We want to have just a little bit of product on the brush to begin with, and you want to start right in this outer corner right here and just wiggle the brush right into the crease of your eye. You don't want to do anything too crazy or move it too far too fast. So now that you have that blended in, you can kind of go back to your windshield wiper motions here and start bringing it further in to the corner of your eye. And so now that we've created a little bit more depth right there, we're going to go back into the camel color right on the outside corner again and start bringing it farther inside and up. So you do not want to get this right under your eyebrow, but I mean, you can bring this color pretty far up to give it a little bit of like a faded effect. That's what we're going for here. And so after you get done with that, then you just need to go in and do the same thing on your other eye. Okay, and so once you have the top, once you have all of your eyeshadow colors on and you have them blended out, go back into that same clean, just big fluffy brush that you have and just go over the very edges of your eyeshadow just to make sure that they're nice and blended and you don't have any harsh lines, and that way they don't look chalky or anything crazy like that. And so after we're done here, we're going to jump down to the bottom lash line. And so I'm using the Bare Minerals Expert Shadow and Liner Brush. And so this is a dual-ended like packing brush with a pretty thick, stiff like brow pencil liner on the other side. And so we're going to jump straight into one of the darker colors that we use. So we're going to go right on into this fourth color in the Ombre Rogue Eye Palette. We're going to go right into this camel color and just grab some on the liner end of the brush. And you want to pack it on there pretty well and then tap it off. And what you're going to do is you want it to be right on that lash line. And so we're gonna pack it on and wiggle right onto the lash line. And we are going to bring this like 3/4 of the way in. We're not gonna bring it all the way into the inside of our eye, but we want to bring it pretty close in and have a nice smoked out lash line. And so once you have that on there, what you want to do is go in. This is the Bare Minerals Shade and Diffuse eye brush. And so this is I'm just going to use this to kind of blend out because it's a little bit longer. The longer hairs are going to get up in that bottom lash line easier. And so we're going to do just what it says, and we're going to diffuse out that bottom lash line just a little bit. And so when you're doing this, you can, to go ahead and amp it up just a little bit, you can go back into this third shade and grab just a little tiny bit on the edge of the brush. This step is really optional. I mean, if you're really going for a super smoky eye, this is a great idea. But if you're just trying to have some eyeshadow on your bottom lash line, this is unnecessary. And so we can go in and just grab that right on the outside and go back in and blend it out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back in with this shadow liner brush, and we're going to go into the fifth color, on the Ombre Rogue Eye Palette. So this super pretty burgundy color. And we're going to load the brush up with this color, tap it off, and then go back into that lower lash line. And we're just going to bring this one about halfway in. And so generally your pupil is a pretty good stopping point. Whenever you're doing your eye makeup, if you want to bring it halfway in, usually to about your pupil is a good stopping point. And so then I'm just going to like tap this off or wipe it off on my hand a little bit and just continue to just smudge that out. And then I'm going to go back in with my shader and diffuser brush and do exactly what I did before, and you can add a lighter color shadow on if you like, or you can just blend that out a little bit. And we are going to go do the same thing on our other eye. Okay, and once you have your bottom lash line nice and blended the way that you like, you want to come back in with this liner brush. You don't need to have any additional product on it, and you can just flick up a little bit, that way it gets mixed in with your top lid's crease color. And so just a flick or two, and it should be nice and in there. And again, come back in with this big fluffy brush and just diffuse the edges back out. And you are good to go. And so this is, I think, a nice smoked out look. Okay, if you're an eyeliner girl and you just need to wear the eyeliner, this would be the time to go ahead and put your eyeliner on. I am going to put on a little bit of this Becca Black Gel Eyeliner on my wet line on my bottom lashes, just because my eyes are big. So if you put dark on, it'll just close them up a little bit and give you more of an almond cat eye effect. And so I'm just gonna dab this on my lower wet line. And bring that all the way to the inside and all the way to the outer corner. And we're going to do the same thing with our other eye. And so once you have your eyeliner on, you have top eyeliner on, bottom eyeliner on, whatever you need to have on, we're going to go back into whatever your preferred mascara is. And so I'm going to go back into this Bare Minerals Lash Domination. I'm going to go back over my top lashes one more time. And so if you have falsies on still at this point, you might just want to get an eyelash curler and curl the edges of them, and just put a little bit more of black mascara on the tips just to liven them back up, since they probably have gotten some eyeshadow on them at this point. And so you can put on however much or however little mascara you feel comfortable with. I'm a big mascara kind of girl, and so I like to go ahead and just put a ton of it on. And then we are going to go in, and I'm going to use the same mascara. If you like to use a smaller mascara wand to go onto your bottom lashes, you can go ahead and switch over to that. And we are going to put some mascara on our bottom lashes. Okay, and that is it. That is absolutely it. I think this is a great, nice night out. Oh man, I'm dropping things. Night out look. And so if you're interested in any of these products, they are sold down here in Portales at our store down here. And so if you are a green-eyed girl like me, I would suggest this Ombre Rogue eye palette. This is super beautiful, great for green, hazel, super dark brown eyes. And if you tend to be a blue-eyed person or have lighter brown eyes, this Ombre Nudes palette would be my recommendation for you. And so, but you can't go wrong with either one. They're both super beautiful, and they're both sold at our Portales location. And so if you liked this video and you like the eye makeup look, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and we will hopefully have more to come. So thank you guys so much for watching.